you draw the queen of diamonds, boy? She'll hurt you if she's able. You know the queen of hearts is always your best bet. Well, it seems to me some fine things have been laid upon the table, but you always want the ones that you can give. Desperado, oh, you ain't getting no young. Your pain and your hunger can't last no longer. Can't last no longer. Can't last no longer. Desperado. Desperado. Oh, yeah.
Marcia?
Oh, Jesus Christ, Stephen! You are always sneaking up on me.
Sorry. Why do you always wear black?
I'm into S&M. I'm in mourning, asshole! I'm in mourning for my life.
I only asked a question. You don't have to snap my head off.
Oh, I'm unhappy.
Why should you be unhappy? I'm the one who should be wearing black, stuck in that stupid job I hate. Well, last year I barely made $10,000, and that was before taxes. On top of that, I have to take care of my mother and my aunt, and they drink.
Oh, money, money, money. It's all you talk about. You know, Stephen, having money doesn't automatically make you happy.
Doesn't automatically depress me either.
How you feel about money is how you feel about yourself.
Ugh, I hate it when you quote your shrink.
Ex-shrink.
You don't care about money because you have it.
Please.
Well, when you're short, you always go to Daddy.
Stephen, just shut the fuck up! The show will start soon.
Set. Set. That's what musicians call a musical interlude. The set will start soon.
You are insufferable.
Kenny wrote the songs and Nina's gonna sing them. The composer and his chanteuse. They're so in love. They had to create something together. It's too bad we can't find something to do together. I love you.
Stephen, Stephen!
I love you so much it'll probably kill me. Every night after work, I drive all the way from Ronan just to see you. That's 115 miles round trip, and you know gas is expensive. You could care less if I'm here or not. Oh, I know. Who wants to marry the city treasurer of a small town supporting his mother and aunt broke to boot?
Stephen, get a life! You know, this is all very flattering, but you've got to understand, I don't love you. Want a line?
No.
look at the way the light shines through those trees. You know, Stephen, all you talk about is money. There are worse things than being poor. Even a bag lady can be happy.
Oh, sure.
Oh, you don't get it. You'll never get it.
Marcia, listen. Don't you think you can get your dad to keep his damn dog in tonight? Bark, bark, bark. Poor Irene couldn't get awake to sleep.
Now you talk to him.
Oh, God, no. Bark, bark, bark. I hate it here. Nothing to be kept awake by damn dog. I never should have retired in Montana.
That gets you on the TV.
I can't afford it. Jesus, I hate Montana. It's so unfinished. Go to bed at a decent hour and bark, bark, bark. But I woke up this morning with the worst case of cottonmouth you ever saw. All of that, all because of that foul crap. Stone container sneaks into the air at night. Yeah, I feel like my brain is stuck to my skull.
You have to live here, Uncle Peter. You're on a fixed income. It's the only place you can afford. Everything checked out, Yancey?
Yep.
Good. Come back here in 10 minutes. I want to start as close to 7:30 as possible.
Okay, you got it.
Where's Nina? I need her here by 7. There's a couple things we need to go over.
She's probably on her way.
Her old man hasn't locked her in her bedroom again. Man, you gotta be the Birdman of Alcatraz to get out of that hellhole. You look a little spaced out tonight, Uncle Peter.
That's the story of my life. I step out of a bandbox and 5 minutes later I look like I've been hit by a train. Hey, that's why I never had any luck with women. They never took me seriously. Hey, why is your mother in such a foul mood today, huh?
She's bored, jealous. Ever since she's heard Nita's coming over tonight, she's been on a roll. You know how she feels about young girls.
Yeah.
She doesn't like it when I play my music. She's the only one in the family who's supposed to be talented.
Ah, I think you're overreacting.
How can you overreact to a screaming neurotic?
Come on. She's not that bad.
She weeps every time she watches the evening news.
She's an emotional woman, and hey, the news is depressing, man.
She's psychotic. Have you ever tried praising another singer to her? Man, you praise no one but her, write about no one but her, rave about no one but her, and go into ecstasies over that country western shit she sung for 30 years.
Kenny, you're being too hard on her.
Why are you taking her side? What has she ever done for you? Here we are living in Missoula, Montana. You're too old to work. I can't hold a job, but she's got hundreds of thousands of dollars stashed in her Nashville bank. We're her family, for God's sakes.
Now stop! Well, why don't you admit you're just afraid she's not going to like your music?
I don't have to. I know she's not going to like anything I do, ever.
Come on, you're not being fair.
Okay, let me ask you this. Suppose she does happen to like what she hears tonight. You think she'd turn me on to her agent? Do you?
No, but...
Well, face it, Uncle Peter. All she wants to do is fucking wear gaudy clothes. 21 years old and a constant reminder that she's getting older. When I was a little kid, she might have been fond of me. Now when she looks at me, it's like she's looking into a mirror that won't lie. She passes herself off for being somewhere in her 30s, but when I'm around, she's 48 and hates me for it.
No.
She doesn't care about you either. The only thing we can be to her is another couple fans. When she calls, does she ever ask how you're feeling? Does she ever ask what I'm working on? No. The only thing on her mind is whether or not we've caught her latest single on the radio or seen her on CMT. She knows we don't have cable. She's pissed off because she can't watch her video when she's here. So why doesn't she just go to a motel?
Maybe I ought to have it hooked up.
Where are you going to find the money? Barely afford to pay Yancey his salary as it is. We're totally strapped. Anyway, Cable Montana doesn't have public access, and that's the only station I'm interested in. At least MCAT's doing something real on television. All network TV's concerned with is ratings. The music industry isn't any better. All it cares about is selling albums.
Hey, look, I like TV. I like popular music. I even like your mother.
I love my mother, Uncle Peter. I really do. She does lead a senseless life. Always dating some stud. Her name always in some trashy magazine. And she went on that guilt trip a few years ago, decided we should be together. I went to Nashville. Lived with her. It was hell. Chris Christopherson thought I was fucking her houseboy. You know how that made me feel? All these famous people wandering around, and I'm the only one who's never done anything. I'm the only one who hasn't gotten a Grammy. The only reason they were nice to me was because I was her son.
You've got a lot of good qualities.
Come off it, Uncle Peter. Who am I? What am I? Dropped out of the university my sophomore year. I have no money of my own. Stuck up here in Montana, away from any sort of contact with the music industry. See, you can't argue with me because all I've said is true.
Oh, what's the name of this rock star she brought home with her this time?
Bill Tate.
Yeah, Bill Tate. What do you know about him?
Oh, this is the big one, Uncle Peter. Mad about it. Made some big splash in the 70s. Every teeny bop went crazy over his music. His albums haven't been selling too well lately, and I guess he acts a rock star just to convince himself that he's still on top. Still, does write his own music, which is more than I can say for Mother, but after Bruce Springsteen or even the Bee Gees, little Bill Tate goes a long way.
When did you get so cynical, Kenny?
I'm not cynical. I'm an embittered idealist. I think the real reason he's hanging out with her is because she can revive his career. Wrote a couple songs on her last album. She's talking of a duet on the new one.
You know, I got a soft spot in my heart for songwriters. I wanted to be one, you know. I wanted two things. I wanted to write a hit song, and I wanted to marry some beautiful girl. Never did either one. Don't cheat me now! I need
I was so afraid I wouldn't be able to get out of the house in time. I didn't dare tell them I was coming here. They would have been furious. Finally, they went to that dinner party of theirs, and I jumped in the car, and I sped all the way. Lucky there were no cops around. I would have gotten a ticket for sure. Oh, but I'm here now. Oh.
See, have you been crying?
I'm all right. Really, it's nothing, but we have to start right away. My folks will be home early.
Yeah, it's almost time to start. Where is everybody? Where's Mother?
I'll go round them up. Oh, shit. There's no business like show business. No business I know.
My father didn't like it. He thinks it's like Studio 54 or something. Like if I hang around famous people, I might become one. And have an interesting life. Gosh, Kenny, the yard looks beautiful. Oh! Oh, good. Look, there's a meadowlark. Look.
Later, let's have a midnight swim.
I didn't bring my suit.
Well, Skinny did.
No, one of the neighbors might see and tell my father.
Then I'll follow you home. We'll spend all night underneath your window.
You crazy? Fluffy would bark her head off, and my dad would call the cops.
I love you.
Oh. What kind of tree is this?
It's a transparent apple.
Oh,
Nervous?
well, yeah. Aren't I supposed to be? Gosh, singing in front of Bill Tate, he's awesome.
Yes.
Don't you love his music?
It's all right.
to your lyrics. I mean, most popular songs are about love and rejection. Yours are so, well, they're so abstract.
Lena, I am not interested in the top 40. Anyone can aspire to that. As an artist, I don't want to sing about the way things are or the way they should be. I want to reach farther. I want to reach inside my head for the music that's there.
But how am I supposed to sing them if I don't know what they mean? Oh my gosh, they're so intellectual. Couldn't you put in just a little bit of love? Jean, hon.
You should put your jacket on.
Oh, I'm comfortable. Here, you wear it.
Thanks. You're the doctor. I just remember this time last summer you caught one hell of a cold.
I probably would have died without your tender administration.
You just make sure it's me that brings you chicken soup tomorrow and not Irene. I can tell you're attracted to her.
Lord, Polly, what's the harm in that? I'm 55 years old.
She doesn't seem to have slowed you down any.
Thank you, my dear.
You know, I just hate it when she comes to town. Everybody gets so phony. You'd think it was Elizabeth Taylor instead of just Irene the way everybody gushes.
She's a star, Polly. She has star quality. It's very American and charming to be enamored with a star. It's our version of royalty.
You call it enamored. I call it blindsided. For a supposedly old man, you get blindsided a lot.
What is this?
Oh, just because she's famous, you all want to kiss her butt.
I like her. I like all women. That's why I became an obstetrician. I'm just an old sweetheart, but I'm honest. And I like you.
And I like
Oh, look out. Here comes that dangerous young starlet with ball and chain.
Remember Irene? Brenda Lee was on the Grand Ole Opry the same night you were. No one could touch that girl. I'm sorry, so sorry. Please accept my apology. Whatever happened to Brenda, she was dynamite.
Jesus, Ernie, she's probably in some nursing home somewhere. Ask me about someone born after Kennedy was shot.
'Cause you were so young, and I was too blind to see. Oh, ho, 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 oh, ho, ho, yeah. No one could touch that girl. Country music's gone to hell in a handcart. Everybody's trying to cross over onto the pop charts.
At least the technology's gotten better. I just picked up a new CD of Hank Williams' greatest hits.
Hey, good looking.
Hey, Ernie.
What you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me?
Woo, spin me, baby.
Hank Williams was a giant. He was alive today and could use all that new technology. Well, he'd be the biggest thing in the business.
Kenny, when do we begin?
In just a minute.
Everybody, to my son, the star.
Mother, please. Everybody sit down. Oh, is the camera on, Kenny? Before we begin, I'd just like to say that the songs I've written are what I imagine life will be like in 200,000 years.
Oh, there won't be anything in 200,000 years. We'll all be dead and gone.
got more talent than this. I love that pretty little song you wrote last year. You know, the one about the cowgirl.
That's it. Hey, I'm sorry this is a little bit out of your range, Mother. Now, why don't you come up here and sing us one of your brilliant little ditties? Something everybody can relate to.
What the hell's the matter with him?
Oh, my dear sister, you hurt his feelings.
What'd I say?
His pride.
Well, my God, he's a grown man. I'm not going to baby him. If he wants to be in this business, believe you me, he's going to have to toughen up.
Irene, dear, don't you remember when you were that age?
He told us he wanted an honest reaction, huh?
It's your son.
That's got nothing to do with it. A professional would never stop in the middle of a gig. He's acting like a spoiled brat. Evidently had no intention of amusing us at all, but boring us to death with all this pretentious crap. Well, the hell with him. He's a conceited ass.
He wanted to please you more than anybody.
Please me? Well, then, how about a melody, huh? How about a beat? Something you can tap your toe to.
Oh, cut him some slack, Irene. He's just doing his own thing.
Well, let him. Just leave me out of it.
You're gorgeous when you're angry, Irene.
I'm not angry. I'm just irritated. See him waste his time like that? My God, he's 21. He's an adult. He should be focused on something he's good at. Something he can make a living at. I didn't mean to hurt his feelings.
I'm alone and single. I can relate to that. Wouldn't it be interesting to write a song about somebody who drives 115 miles each day just to see someone who's completely indifferent to him?
Yes, it would. That is a brilliant premise for a song. Oh, but let's drop all that. See if we can enjoy the rest of the evening. My God, look at that sky. Oh, Yancy. That's my kind of music. Love letter straight from your heart. Keeps us so near while apart. I'm not alone in the night when I can have all the love you got. Oh, this is one of those nights that used to drive us crazy. We just couldn't sit around. We'd all jump into somebody's car with a case of beer and head on up to Flathead Lake. There was this hot little bar in Polson. And oh my God, the cowboys. We get all liquored up and dance and dance. Oh, somebody'd always get me to sing with the band. Everyone was in love. Hell, I used to be in love with someone new every weekend. But I didn't have anything on my handsome pal here, Dr. Eugene Davis, working his way through medical school by being a cowboy in the summers. Oh, he's charming now, but then he was devastating. I memorize every line. I kiss the name that you sign. And darling, you know, I am so worried about Kenny. I think he needs therapy. How could I have hurt his feelings? I'm so worried. Kenny, darling!
I'll go look for him.
Oh, would you, darling?
Kenny!
Oh, Stephen, honey. Be a dear, run up the house and get me another drink.
Kenny!
Bravo, Nina. You were wonderful.
Oh, more than wonderful. Courageous. You should study, my dear. If I were you, I would go straight to Nashville. No, New York. And I would study with a good teacher. You owe it to us all to become a recording star.
Do you really think so? Gosh, it's my dream. You're not just being polite, are you?
Oh, honey, I am nothing if not sincere. Have you met Bill Tate?
Yes. I mean, no. I mean, it's like I've already met you through your music.
Oh, don't be nervous, honey. He don't bite. Not too hard, anyway. Well, look at him. He's a pussycat. He's as shy as you are.
What did you think of the music? It was kind of weird, wasn't it?
Yeah, but at least he tried. You were good. Very good. I hear the fishing's excellent out here.
Oh, yes, we have a lot of blue ribbon streams.
Do the trout really wear blue ribbons?
No, don't.
Oh, now, honey, he's teasing you. Just relax. I know he's a big star. Just treat him like anybody else. Oh, there you are. Thank you, Steve.
You know what, Irene? You and Bill should tack on another week to your vacation. We'll all go up to Folsom for the fiddling contest. Think you like it, Bill?
Oh, that sounds like fun, darling.
After the competition, the contestants all go down to the city park and they jam all night long. That's the best part. One year, remember Irene? The winner was a hotshot kid in a wheelchair, drove a truck before he wrecked.
That's right.
We thought he was the hottest thing we ever heard. Then that old fiddler lady showed up. Nobody knew who she was. She just went nuts. She played the beat the band, sounded just like Vassar Clemens. You know what, Irene? I never mentioned this to anybody before, but I think that was Vassar in woman's clothes.
Oh, my gosh. I've got to go. I'm sorry.
Well, why? It's not even dark yet.
I have to get home before my folks do.
Oh, yeah, those people of yours. Well, I guess you better go.
I wish I didn't have to. It's been such a fun night.
Another 15 minutes. Well, tell him you had to go to Buttree's.
I couldn't possibly do that. They'd die if they thought I went to Buttrey's in this outfit. They don't even know that I bought it.
Just a little while longer.
Sorry, Peter, I have to go.
Well, honey, you come back real soon. Bye-bye.
You were great.
That poor kid. Living with those monsters. Her mother was from a Butte mining family. Real sweet. I went to high school with her. She didn't get a cent when her mama died. Daddy got it all, spent it on that floozy he'd been stepping out with for years. And then the fool married her.
For once, Irene, I won't accuse you of hyperbole. They are truly rotten people.
Oh, say, Peter, come on, honey. Let's dance. Come on. Oh, come on. You remember that time you won that waltz contest at the Heidel House? Let's show Phil what we can do. Come on.
I'd like to, but my legs just won't take it.
Oh, honey. Honey, are they hurting you tonight? Well, let's just go on in the house then. Come on.
I guess we better get going. Come on, Polly, let's go home and hit the sack. You know what, Irene? I guess Vassar decided to wear women's clothes that night because, after all, the fiddling contest is for amateurs. Probably didn't want to intimidate anybody. You know what? You don't look half bad as a woman.
How much money can a good fiddler make?
Say, Ernie, would you keep your damn dog in tonight, please?
Oh, I can't do it. Peter, he shits in the house. Good night, everyone.
Peter, come back here. Oh, Bill, go get him. He'll stand out in the street and bark till dark if we let him.
Peter!
That damn Ernie, getting Peter all upset with that flea-bitten hound. Isn't there something you can calm him down with, Gene?
I'm not his doctor, Irene.
Jesus Christ, you know, Gene, you might as well be a vet for all the good you are. Peter, come on back here!
Been dodging Marcia for the last half hour. I wish you would get the message.
I like your song, Kenny.
Yeah, you're the only one.
Don't pay attention to the others. Their music appreciation got stuck in the 50s when they were in high school. You've got talent, Kenny. You're dealing with some delicate stuff here, but it's interesting stuff. And if you keep writing, you're going to figure out how to get it across.
You think I should keep going?
By all means. Kenny. Kenny, come on. You have to have more faith in yourself than that. The thing you've got going is that you're obsessed with big things. I can see you're not into the top 40, but someday you'll play for sophisticated audiences, people that can appreciate your talent. You expected too much from this performance, but what is really important is to create. I envy you that. I'd trade you for that. My whole life for that little rush. Are you okay? You feeling better now?
Where's Nina?
Wait a minute. I'm not done. Every song must have a clear theme. It's got to go someplace. It's got to communicate something specific. And you must discipline yourself. That's the one thing you could learn from your mother. Without aim and discipline, your talent's gonna ruin.
Where's Nina?
She has to go home.
I gotta see her. I gotta talk to her.
Yes, I suppose you do.
I'm going over there. Her dad could just call the cops.
Your mother's looking for you. She's really worried.
Oh, please! Doctor. Thanks.
Oh, like the song says, youth is definitely wasted on the young.
Then why are old people always talking about how great youth is?
God damn it! Don't
Please.
do this to yourself.
Please!
What is it?
I need someone to talk to. I hate my father. I can't talk to him. You're more like a father to me than he ever was. Help me. Please help me. If you don't, I know I'll do something stupid that'll ruin my life. I can't live like this anymore. I am so miserable. I love Kenny.
Everyone's hysterical tonight, and everyone's in love. It must be this sweet mountain. Tell me how I can help you. Tell me.
Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? Come down from your fences and open the gate. 1 week later, it may be raining. There's a rainbow above. You better let somebody love you. You better let somebody love you before it's too late. Before it's too late. Before it's too late. Before it's too late. Desperado, better love somebody before it's too late.
Nance?
Marcia, stop. Stop right
Just
there.
let me put the tray down.
Give me that tray. Look at you. Look at your posture. You don't walk, you shuffle. Come on now, honey, buck up. How old are you? 20? Say, Jane, darling,
Yes, Irene.
in your objective opinion, which one of us looks younger?
You, of course.
There you are, honey. An objective opinion. Why do you suppose that I look younger than you? It's because I work. I care about things. I'm on the go. I take care of my skin. Why, you sit around and think all the time. That's bound to give you crow's feet. You probably worry about getting old and dying and paying the bills. You want to stay young? Don't think about the future. Whatever happens, happens.
Lay your head
Upon my pillow. Place your warm and tender body close to mine.
I feel like a piece of shit. Not even a fresh piece of shit, but one that's been sitting in a cow pasture for 10 years. Irene, I can't help it. I've been depressed for so long, I think it's clinical.
Well, honey, you just gotta pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. You gotta care about how you look. I'll let myself slide. I'm always beautifully dressed, every hair in place, like I just come from a beauty parlor.
Which she usually has.
Well, do you think I'd let myself be seen by my public, even by my family, in a dirty old pair of Levi's, my hair uncombed wide? I'd rather die and go around looking like you do. When was the last time you had your hair styled? You know what? You should get your colors done. You know, if you use me as a role model, why, you'd look 10 years younger in 5 minutes. I do aerobics every day. Believe you me, I'd give Tina Turner a run for her money if I cared to. That's not a good example, though. She's years older than I am.
What about Madonna?
Madonna, please. If she wore clothes, she'd never sell a record. What's that you're reading, Gene?
An old Rolling Stone featuring your new boyfriend. You wouldn't believe where I found it. The interviewer seems to be obsessively interested in Bill's sex life.
Oh, yeah.
Listen to this. Groupies generally...
You just let me have a whole... Groupies generally get exactly what they want and what they deserve. They go after rock stars like big game hunters go after lions. I actually had a young woman ask for a signed affidavit saying we'd been to bed together. But just when you think you've gotten tired of these poor kids throwing themselves at you, you start to get into the spirit of things. My head on the wall of your mental pool room, your body is a notch on my belt. Poor Bill. It's a good thing I came around when I did. I probably saved him from AIDS or God knows what else. Howdy, everybody.
It was so weird.
Oh, you're happy today? Well, that's good. Hi, all. Nina is happy today because her folks have flown off to Reno and they're going to spend 3 days there throwing their money away.
Yep, I'm going to spend every minute of the next 3 days right here with you all. Fabulous.
Oh, she's looking very attractive.
Yes, she is, Peter, but don't go on too much. We don't want to spoil her.
Oh, gosh.
Where's Bill?
Oh, we dropped him off in Greeno Park hours ago. I think he was checking out fishing spots.
Oh, God. Fishing, fishing, and more fishing. I better get him out of here before he dies of boredom. Oh, Yancy. Do me a favor. Peter needs to take his pills, the little blue ones this time. They're on the shelf above the kitchen sink. Oh, say, Stephen, honey, did you remember to bring me that bottle of bourbon? Oh, that's my boy. What a lifesaver.
Oh, my gosh. What is this? I can't believe it.
Oh, that's trash, my dear. Absolute, unadulterated trash. Now, where's Kenny? How are we supposed to have any quality family time when everybody's always wandering off? You know, Kenny is so withdrawn. He's really starting to make me think he's bipolar or something. Constantly running around on his bicycle, always down by the creek, hunting with that 22 of his, day and night. It's, you know, someday a policeman's going to catch him, take him in. You're not supposed to hunt in a city park, even in Montana.
He's a true artist, Irene. Nina, would you teach me one of Kenny's songs?
Do you really want me to? Kind of weird.
His music is so beautiful.
All right.
Good night, sweet prince. May flights of...
Peter! Are you asleep?
No, of course not. I'm just resting my eyes.
Uh-huh. Well, it's time to take your blue pills.
Gene said not to.
I just think he's giving you the wrong medicine. What do you need a tranquilizer for anyhow? You're on 5 other medications.
I've been taking these for years. I'm probably hooked.
You should quit going to see that damn GP and come and see me. I think he's over-medicating you.
I wouldn't be caught dead going to an obstetrician.
All right, take the goddamn pills.
Well,
Gene, maybe we should run Peter through the mail.
Oh, yes, by all means. Let's drag him out to Rochester and he can drink a lot of chalk and have a few CAT scans. But personally, if I were taking him to Minnesota, we'd go to Itasca State Park and watch the leaves turn.
What's that supposed to mean?
Think about it, Irene.
Peter should quit smoking. The Surgeon General says it's never too late to quit.
He also says that giving up cigarettes is like giving up heroin. Besides, what the hell difference does it make?
You won't be quite so cavalier when you start drowning from emphysema. It's not fun, Peter.
Just because I have one foot in the grave doesn't mean I can't toe tap.
And lay
with
off the
other.
liquor, too.
And what is fun, Gene, huh? Death's not fun. Life doesn't seem to be a barrel of laughs either. Now, sex, now that's fun. But I can't get it up anymore, so I drink, I smoke, I take my little blue pills to forget how much of life I've wasted.
So you think because you've wasted your life, you'd prefer to live in a blue blur rather than experience what little time you got left?
I'll live in a blue blur, and you be sanctimonious.
Hot damn! Damn it, my foot's got Going in for a beer. Does anybody want anything?
While she's getting that beer, she will avail herself of the opportunity to snort a few lines of coke.
Get off her case, Gene. Now that's the saddest person I ever met.
It amazes me that you find sadness to be a justification for drug addiction.
Sadness is as good a reason as any to take yourself out of your brain. Now just because you've led a charmed life doesn't give you the right to pass judgment on others who come up empty-handed.
My God, this is boring. Sitting around, listening to you two dish each other. Not that I don't love you both, but oh, on a day like today, I wish I was on the road, singing for people who adore me. Or in Nashville, recording a new album.
Oh, I can relate to that.
Nashville! They don't roll the goddamn sidewalks up there at 9 o'clock.
For the good time.
Yeah!
What a lie.
Oh,
Looks like a scene out of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Country western star and a little entourage sitting around getting all liquored up. Everybody ought to be down here spraying these dandelions. You're bringing down my property values. So, y'all coming over to our place for drinks and dinner tomorrow night, right?
Ernie, you know, I was just gonna call you. Some of my old pals are coming in from Butte that want to take me out. How about a ring check?
Oh, bring them along. Pauline's making an enormous wiener mix-up. There'll be plenty for all.
And is there gonna be Jell-O too?
look, the rest of us will come. We don't need Irene to have a party.
We invited you last week, Irene. You said you'd come and Paulie's gone to all this trouble.
Oh,
and now
Ernie,
it sounds like
Ernie, I know, and I'm sorry. But, hey, how about the next night? I'm free any night but tomorrow night.
You promised, Irene.
Well, yes, I know, Gina, and I said I was sorry, but I haven't seen these people in a long time, and it's the only time we can get together. They're very dear friends of mine. We've got a lot of catching up to do.
And what are we? Second-class citizens? The white trash that live next door?
Ernie, why, I'd be happy to come to your house and eat Polly's weenie casserole any night but tomorrow night. Tomorrow night I'm going to be dining with my other friends, those friends that are driving all the way over from Butte to meet me.
I don't believe this. Paulie's gone to all this trouble. We've invited all our friends to meet you. Now I suppose we're going to have to call them up and tell them you changed your mind.
Oh, I get it now. This intimate little weenie thing isn't a family get-together at all. You intend to parade me in front of your middle-brow buddies. Hey, you wanted me to start? Come on over to my house on Tuesday night.
Don't flatter yourself, Irene.
Flatter myself? Well, you do this to me every goddamn summer. I come home for a little peace and quiet, and I'm expected to entertain your boring, stupid golf partners and their boring, stupid wives.
Please, now, let's not do this. We've known each other too long. Let's not say things we'll regret.
Seems a little star here has forgotten her roots. Irene, you've become a snob.
And you're a bore.
I don't have to take this shit from some second-rate singer. From Brenda Lee, maybe, but not from Irene Allen, the cowboy's doxy. Forget the whole thing!
What an ass!
Hey, Ernie, don't go away, mad. Come back!
I am not a snob. This happens every damn summer. Everybody piece of me. I can't go to Osco's for Tampax without signing an autograph. Yancy!
That's because you're famous and people love you.
Well, I had enough love. I want to go home. Yancy, call the airport, get me and Bill on that plane tomorrow night.
Okay, Irene.
What about your friends from Butte?
Well, if they want to see me, they can damn well come to Nashville.
Couldn't you do the weenie mix-up another night?
Oh, what can I do?
I'll go in and talk to her, see if I can fix it all up. Jesus, Polly, doesn't Ernie know any better than that? You can't push Irene. Now, if she and Bill are going to leave, Ernie probably won't play cribbage with me for a week. God, I hate this shit.
Let yourself It's not good for you.
Just another quiet day on the ranch. Nina's right, though. That anxiety's no good for Peter. There's no reason why Ernie had to play out that whole scene.
Why does everybody always take Irene's side in this and blame me for what Ernie does?
You married him, honey. Oh, don't worry about it. Peter will talk to them both, and Irene will eventually make a huge display over-apologizing to him, and everything will be copacetic until next year.
This always happens when she comes to town. Jean, we have to talk.
Why is it when somebody says, we have to talk, I always know what they're going to say?
What am I going to say?
Oh, you're going to say that things are getting worse all the time, that we're not getting any younger, and that the only reason you're still in Missoula is because of me.
Well, it's true. Why don't we quit sneaking around and just move in together?
Polly, don't do this to yourself. I'm just an old, eccentric bachelor. I'm set in my ways. If I were fit to live with another human being, you'd be the human being I choose to live with, and we would have thrown in our lot together a long time ago. But honey, you're not happy in Missoula. You shouldn't stay here because of me.
Well, I would never leave you.
Okay, Polly, but why stay when I can't give you what you need?
Because that's what love is. Because I love you. Because I'm not some liberated woman like Irene who just shops around until she gets everything her way. What choice do I have? I love you. I said I love you.
It's not a matter of love, Polly. You've either got to adjust to the way things are, or you've got to change them.
You change things.
No,
Because you don't love me enough.
if you say so.
If you just quit seeing other women. Oh, all right. I guess they all can't move in with you. I'll try to find a way to adjust, Jean. I just wish I weren't so jealous. I know being an obstetrician, you can't really avoid women.
How's the psychodrama going in there?
Doctor, it's terrible. Irene is stalling and calling everyone long distance. Poor Peter is so upset. We had to hook him up to his oxygen tank.
Oh, Christ, I better check this out.
Wait. This is for you. For being so sweet and caring.
Oh, merci, mon cher.
My, what a beautiful rose. Jean, give me that rose.
Kenny, what are you doing up there? Come down here and be a normal person. You wouldn't believe what's going on around here. Mr. Steuben and your mother got into a big fight, and now she's crying and calling everyone in the world long distance. Poor Peter's so upset. Because she said she and Bill are leaving tomorrow night. We had to hook him up to his oxygen. Gosh, I can't believe it. There's a famous rock star staying here. Oh my God, what's that? It's a little bird. Ah! She's dead! Oh. Oh God, look at the blood. Somebody killed her on purpose. Oh!
I killed it. It's a meadowlark. I'm laying it at your feet.
Don't you know this is the state bird of Montana?
I shall kill myself in the same way.
I can't believe you killed this poor little thing. Next, you'll probably go up to the top of the Wilma building and shoot all of Eddie Sharp's pigeons. I'm gonna bury the poor little thing.
No, it's my bird!
What are you gonna do with it? Stuff it? You're sick, 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 Kenny.
You're the one who made me sick.
You've been acting weird ever since your mother didn't like your song that night.
I've been acting weird because you've changed towards me. You act like you can't stand to be around me. Thought we had something going.
Oh, God, Kenny, what do you expect? All you do is walk around Greeno Park carrying a stupid toy gun and mumbling.
This gun is real?
Well, that bird is real, you stupid jerk! Why did you kill it?
So I could lay it at your feet.
What is that supposed to mean?
It's symbolic.
Symbolic of what?
Symbolic of my failure. Symbolic of the death of my dreams. That bird represents my soul. My soul can't fly anymore. Don't you read Hume? Oh, here comes a symbol you can understand. You understand status symbols, don't you, Nina? Well, let's see how you feel about dead fish!
She snorts cocaine like a virgin. Stands in the rain wearing black. Eyes sad as a sturgeon. She's always wearing black. Yeah,
Hi, Bill.
Oh, Nina. You're looking fresh tonight.
Oh, well, thanks. I feel fresh. I mean,
Boy, are you
just
different
say
than the
that.
chicks I usually meet. You know, I'd like to change places with you for just about 5 minutes and see if I can remember what it was really like to be so innocent.
Gosh, I'd like to change places with you.
Yeah, well.
I'd like to know what it's like to be famous and talented. I mean, look at this. I found this just lying here on the ground, and it's you. It's your picture on the cover of Rolling Stone.
Shitty picture, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. Finding it tossed in the dirt like that, that's kind of sad, don't you think?
Well, yeah, I guess, but I'm sure somebody just accidentally dropped it there. Your life must be so wonderful. God, I envy you. My life is so boring. In Missoula, we just sort of plunk along. But you're always writing songs and then recording them and then touring the world.
Yeah, well, I haven't been to Japan yet. My agent's working on it.
Oh my gosh, you're so lucky. I mean, your life must be so beautiful.
Yeah, right.
You walk into a room and everyone in that room knows who you are.
I don't give a shit about that. I'm obsessed, Nina. Obsessed by music. When I'm writing, nothing else exists for me but phrases and chords and melodies.
To be able to create and not able to stop creating,
Right now, I'm talking to you, but I'm thinking words, music. I'm using you. Yeah, everything around us. This place, this moment, how you look, how you walk, your eyes, your hands, your mouth. Yeah, I'll store it up, just like a computer. And later, maybe a week, maybe a year, I'll write a song about you.
Really?
Don't you get it? I'm never really here. I'm never in the now.
Well, who cares where you are as long as you're creating?
Do you think it's more wonderful to write a song about how the light streams through your hair than it is to really be here, seeing that light, touching your hair?
Well, we're just sitting here. But your songs, they go out and communicate to the whole world. Don't you care about that? Well, I do. I care.
Yeah, but what's my fucking life about, you know? I never experience firsthand because I'm always off someplace else in my head. And I always get the feeling that everyone's just trying to placate.
I'm not placating you, Bill.
Oh, Nina, when I first started out, I was freaked. Trying to find someone to believe in my talent when I didn't even believe in myself was... Oh, Jesus. Jesus, audiences scared the hell out of me. Even now, I'm scared shitless right before I go on. Every time I put out a new album, I'm sure everybody will hate it.
Gosh, hate it? How can you feel that way? Doesn't it make you happy?
I enjoy the writing. I hate my voice. Whenever the reviews come out, they always compare me to someone else. Usually Jackson Brown.
No, not Jackson Brown. Huey Lewis. Yes, definitely Huey Lewis.
Whatever.
You are so jaded.
Nina, everything in my life is so superficial. Just like that interview in Rolling Stone. I'm really a pretty simple guy. I like nature. I like to fish. My trouble is when I'm fishing, songs keep running around in my head. When I caught that fish, I was writing a song. Maybe if it'd been any bigger, it might have broken my concentration.
You've been working too hard. Don't you know how important you are? You're famous.
Well, I came here to forget that.
Forget you're famous? Why would you want to do that? If I were famous and wrote songs like you, my life would take on a whole new meaning. Even going to the grocery store would be a new and wonderful experience.
You are such a baby.
If I knew I was going to be famous one day, I'd put up with poverty and disappointment. I'd live in a hovel, and I'd eat just bread and water. I'd suffer. Yeah, suffer in knowing that I'm not perfect. But in the end, I would demand fame. Real, lasting fame. Oh, gosh, my head is spinning.
Bill, where are you?
God, I love Montana.
I was born here. I spent my whole life here.
Oh, it's a beautiful place.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, what's that?
It's a meadowlark. Kenny killed it.
Killed a little bird?
Yeah.
Jesus, what a shame. Hey, I just got an idea for a song. A girl like you. She lives in one place all her life. It's a beautiful place. She's happy and free as a bird. But then this guy comes along. He sees her. He doesn't have anything better to do, so he ruins her life. Just like that meadowlark.
Oh, gosh, this has to be a dream.
Bill, where are you going? Bill, come on back here. Bill! Kenny! My God, Kenny!
Lay your head upon my pillow. Place your warm and tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops blowing songs against the window. Make believe you love me one more time for the good times. It's intermission now. Irene's made some brownies. I hear they're really good. Bright summer day when you kissed me and called me sweetheart. Next day, do the chairs in your parlor seem empty there? Do you gaze on my doorstep and picture is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again?
Hey, Yancy. Yancy, I'm all packed. Would you load up my luggage for me?
That's what I feel like inside. I'm only telling you this because maybe you can use it in one of your love ballads. You know, if Kenny had been successful last night, I would have found that gun and I would have shot myself too. I'm going to rip him out of my heart.
Oh,
I'm going to marry Stephen.
that's a bit extreme.
I need something extreme. At least he'll get me out of Missoula. Away from Kenny. Away from my dear father. Besides, he loves me. Want a line?
Oh, I'm already pretty wired.
Don't look at me that way. Quit any time. Have to anyway. I doubt I'll be able to score much coke in Ronan. You're all right, Bill. Sorry you're leaving.
Yeah, I like it here.
Why don't you convince the lady to stay?
Because a lady wouldn't now. Oh, I can't blame her. When her kid tries to shoot himself. Thank God when he fell off the roof, he only sprained his arm. Then this morning, he comes after me like he's Luke Skywalker and I'm Darth Vader or something. I guess he considers me the epitome of everything that's wrong with contemporary music. Kid should lighten up, do his own thing, forget about me. There's room for all of us.
He's jealous, man. But hey, what you and Nina do is none of my business. Stephen's not exactly hip. He's stable. He's a lot nicer than Kenny. I'll be all right. Have a great life, Bill. If you ever get around to thinking about me, send me a postcard and let me know how you do it. Sign your name real big so I can impress my new neighbors in Ronan. Don't say something like, Dear Marcia. Just say to Marcia, my drugged and confused friend. Hi, Bill.
Bill, do you believe in astrology?
I believe in the poetry of astrology.
Oh, okay. Well, this is what my horoscope says today. The time is right for success. Follow your dream with the help of an exciting acquaintance.
Well, you can't base your life on an astrology column you read in the newspaper, especially the Missouli.
I wanted to thank you for last. I want to say goodbye. I don't suppose that we'll ever... I brought a present for you. Something to remember me by.
All right. Wow. Well, this is wild. All right.
If you ever want to think of me, listen to that song on your album.
Well, I'll think of how you looked last night. My lovely little Meadowlark.
Oh, yes, your Meadowlark.
Peter, I just wish you'd listen to me.
I need to speak to you 2 minutes before you go.
Peter, I am perfectly capable of getting on a plane by myself. You don't have to see me off. You haven't even recovered from that attack last night. Who was that? Nina, scurrying down the steps?
Yeah, it was.
Well, I am so sorry to have interrupted your... Yancy, I'll take another bourbon if you're not too busy.
Side one, last cut. Damn it, I can't remember.
Well, I'm packed and ready to go. God, I'm tired.
Bill, are you taking your fishing rods with you?
Oh, yeah, wait a minute, I'll help you. Hey, do you have a copy of my greatest hits album here?
Yeah, I got them all if Kenny hasn't smashed them. Look on the shelf under the stereo. Peter, it is just so silly of you to go to that airport with me.
Stephen's going with me. I'm going to buy a Missoulian at the gift shop, and we're going to have our shoes shined.
Well, you should stay here, rest up.
I don't want to be by myself.
Say, Peter, I want you to keep an eye on Kenny for me. I mean, why on earth did he try to kill himself last night? I don't think he really wanted to die. I think he just wanted attention. Yeah, that's right. He just wanted attention. And I think he's jealous of Bill. It's a good thing we're leaving.
Yes, he wanted his mother's full attention. The kid is really depressed, Irene. Here he is stuck in Missoula taking care of his sick old uncle. He hasn't got a job, hasn't got any money. His girlfriend's dumped him, and no one likes his music.
Well, he just about did me in last night. I don't know what to think. If he could just get a job and learn some responsibility.
But there are no jobs in this town. You know that. Unless you want him frying hamburgers in McDonald's. Look, couldn't you give him something to finish school?
Tuition's expensive, Peter.
But can't you at least leave him something to buy some decent clothes? He has holes in everything.
Hell, that's how the kids dress these days. Oh. Anyway, I don't have any money. I don't!
I'm sorry. Don't be annoyed. I believe you. You're a generous, big-hearted woman. If you don't have the money, you don't have the money.
I don't have the money.
If I had money, I'd give it to him.
Well, I guess I have some stashed away for a rainy day. But after all, I'm in show business. My clothes alone cost a fortune.
I understand. Don't worry about it. Jesus!
Oh, my God!
I can't breathe.
Peter,
I can't breathe.
Nancy! David! Candy, hurry up! Hurry up, quick, before he passes out!
Oh, my God, it's all right. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's past. It's past already.
Don't worry, Mother. These
already.
attacks are pretty regular. He just needs to go in and take his pill. Go in and take your pill, Uncle Peter.
No, I'm all right. I'm all right.
Go inside and lie down.
Yeah.
Can you get up there?
Take me and I'll rest until it's time to go to the airport. But I'm still going now. That's definite.
I heard a good joke today. What did Custer say to the North Dakotans?
Yeah, I heard that one. He said, "Stay here till I get back."
And they sure did too.
Look, I can walk alone.
Come on, let us help you. Let us help you. Come on. There.
Oh, that was just horrible.
He shouldn't live in Montana. It depresses him. Why don't you surprise him, Mother? Rent him a studio apartment in Nashville this fall. He's not going to be around forever. He should have a little fun.
I'm a singer, not a banker.
I'm going to miss you, Mother.
Does your arm hurt?
A little. It's not bad.
Now, come on. Come here. You promise you won't play with guns or climb on the roof while I'm away?
I just went crazy for a minute. It won't happen again.
Woman next door heard the gun, saw you fall off the roof, thought you were in training for the biathlon.
Easy, Mom. Shake my arm.
I won't.
You've got magic hands. Remember the time you did the benefit for cerebral palsy? You were so taken with the children, you kept caressing their hands and faces and talking softly with them. Remember, Mama?
No, I don't.
It was the time those two guys lived next door to you. The producer and his lover.
Oh,
They used to come over sometimes and have coffee, and
oh yeah, those I do remember.
they were nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. But this morning I really loved you. Just like I did when I was a child. And critically and tenderly. You're the only one I have left, really.
Oh, honey,
Why do you have to go everywhere with that man? Couldn't you leave him at home once in a while?
oh, you two. You just got off on the wrong foot, that's all. He doesn't have anything against you.
Why should he have anything against me? He's living with my mother.
Stop it.
do you think he was doing with my girlfriend last night, teaching her to play guitar? He was gutless. He wouldn't even talk to me this morning.
Well, Christ, Kenny, you had a meat cleaver in your hand at the time.
I was cutting my toast. What's his problem? All he does is fish and fuck.
Watch that mouth of yours.
I'm not 5 years old anymore, Mother. You hate obscene language, but you don't mind obscene people.
He's not obscene.
He's probably in there right now screwing my girlfriend. You don't think that's obscene? Right in front of me? Right in front of you?
He has an idea for a new song. She's a key to it, that's all.
You believe that? Jesus Christ, you are worse off than I thought.
You know, talented people need more. More forgiveness, more love.
I'm the one around here who needs more love.
Oh, you're envious.
I'm puking.
Well, you mediocre little brat.
Oh, get out of here, Irene. Go back on your stupid bus tours and go sing at the stupid, mindless Grand Ole Opry.
How dare you? Jesus Christ, you can't even carry a tune, let alone write a note of music, you little bastard.
The cheap whore.
You're nothing. Don't cry. Oh, Kenny, please don't cry. Kenny, I'm sorry. Kenny, please forgive me. I love you so much. I know I'm not much of a mother, but I do love you. I'm so unhappy.
Oh, Mama, what am I gonna do? I love her so much. I've lost everything. She doesn't love me and I can't write a song about it.
Oh, Kenny. These things that happen to everybody, Kenny. Everybody. Honey, it'll pass. Oh, he's leaving. She'll come round. How could she not love you? Oh. There. We all made up.
All right, there it is.
Kenny, could you do something for me?
What?
Make it up with him, too. Honey, there's no point in not doing it. I want him around for a very long time.
Yeah, if he's still around at Christmas, I'll make up with him. Not now. I can't even look at him now.
I love you more than life, more than the stars, more than anything. More.
You're all packed, I hope?
Yeah. No. Oh, it's so sad.
What's sad?
Let's just stay another day.
Huh?
Come on, one more day.
It wouldn't do any good, Bill. It wouldn't be good for her. Sure as hell wouldn't be good for me. Oh, come on, Bill. You're stoned. Get over it.
Get over it? Irene, put yourself in my place. Be a friend. Be the lady that you are and let me go.
She really got to you, didn't she? What is it about her, specifically, that got you so hooked?
She's like a flower. I need her.
For what, a boutonniere?
Irene, I know this hurts, but I see you and I dream of her.
How dare you talk to me like that? Don't you think I have any feelings?
Set me free.
You're crazy.
Probably.
Why is everybody trying to kill me today?
You don't want to understand.
How can you do this to me? Am I old? Am I ugly? How can you come here to my son's house, seduce his girlfriend, and not be embarrassed? I forgive you, Bill. I saw the whole thing wasn't your fault. She threw herself at you. Oh, Billy, you need me. And I love you. Oh, I love you more than anything. Don't leave me, Billy. Please don't leave me. What about our new album?
Irene, you are choking me.
I can't live without
Not
you.
so loud.
Oh, I don't care. I'm not ashamed. Billy. You silly Billy boy. I'm not going to let you destroy yourself. You belong to me. Nobody loves you like I do, Bill. I love your eyes and your nose and your mouth. I love the funny way you brush your teeth. Now, who else would love that, huh? No, I'm not some backstage starstruck teeny bopper. I love your songs because they're beautiful. Not because your picture was on the cover of Rolling Stone 10 years ago. Oh, no. I'm not flattering you. I don't have to. I know you. Look at me, Billy. What do you see, huh? A woman who loves you. A woman you're gonna cut your next gold record with. A woman, not some chick. Yes. You come away with me today.
All right, I'll come with you. But don't you ever let me out of your sight.
Well, that's your decision. I mean, you could leave, or you could stay, if you wanted to. We got nothing pressing. Well, you could stay for a week or so.
Oh, no, let's go now before I change my mind.
All right, if that's what you want. So you're doing?
Oh, I just thought somebody might get a kick out of it someday if I sign this record. So, are we leaving or what?
The matches are wet, too.
Back to Nashville. Horseshit, chicken fried steaks, and cocktails with many pearls.
That's right, baby.
Irene, glad we caught you. We just came by to apologize.
No.
Sorry about yesterday. I'm sorry. So sorry. Please accept my apology. Oh. Listen, when you get down there, if you ever run into Ernest Trubb at one of them soirees, could you get his autograph for me? And if you ever find out what nursing home Brenda Lee is in, give me your address. I wouldn't mind sending her a card.
Here's some of that weenie mix-up I made for dinner tonight. I know how you hate airplane food. Go ahead.
Thank you, Polly.
You have a good trip. Now, I'm so sorry that things were a little bit unpleasant.
Oh, Polly, everything was fine, honey, just fine. Oh, now, don't you cry.
God, we're getting old.
Well, you speak for yourself, honey. Where's Bill?
Hey, he's right behind us. Look, I'm gonna get the car.
Are the keys in the car?
Yes, they are.
Well, goodbye, everybody. See you next summer.
Call us when you got some good gossip.
Oh, hey, I gotta say goodbye to Kenny. Somebody tell him I leave and say I want to say goodbye to him.
Goodbye, Nina. Here.
Thank you. Thank you. Bill, I'm changing my life. I'm leaving Missoula, my father, everything. I'm going to New York. I'm going to study and become a great singer. Will I see you there?
Here's my address in New York. Now go to my apartment and stay there. I'll call you when I get to Nashville.
Okay.
Here's the key. I'll get there when I can.
Oh. Hey, Bill!
I've gotta go. I've gotta go.
Oh, one more minute.
I'll see you soon.
Well, I just went up for the front room.
Oh, he's just a pig.
You're the anchor man. Now listen here, you come here, you take good care of this woman here. All right, honey, I'll bring you one too.
Lonesome tonight. Miss me tonight. Are you sorry we drifted apart?
2 years later.
Your policy memory then. Do you get wait at my doorstep and picture me there. Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight?
Kenny! Kenny! Yancy, go get one of those chaise lounges and set it up under the apple tree here for Peter. Kenny! Kenny! He's not in the house either. Poor Peter, he's been waiting for Kenny all day. And then we had to take him over to Mom and Dad's to show for himself that he's not there. And then he had an attack and we had to call the doctor. And now I have to set up a bed.
Well, he's afraid to be alone, and he wants to make sure he'll see Kenny when he comes home. Well, almost time to go, Marcia.
No, I'm staying in town at my parents' tonight.
Oh, come on, Marcia. The baby needs you.
I'm not a milk truck. Your mother can give him a bus.
He's just a little baby. How are you going to bond with him if you don't come home 3 nights in a row?
Get off my back. All you talk about is that baby. He's not even human. He doesn't even have a personality. If he needs a mother that bad, you be his mother.
Please, come home with me.
Go home by yourself.
Well, our car's got a flat tire.
Fix it.
With spares in the shop.
Jesus Christ, Stephen. You bug me. And you bug me to go home, and we don't even have a way to get there. Go borrow a spare. There must be another Volkswagen Rabbit down the street.
If I leave you here tonight, do you promise to come home tomorrow?
Yes! I'll come home tomorrow. Now quit hassling me.
I thought you left.
The car has a flat tire.
What's this out for?
Peter wants to be outside.
You know he's not supposed to be out in the evening air.
I know it's what he wants.
Spoiled, just like a child. In fact, he wants to come back over here. Now, why don't you go help June bring him?
Kenny.
Okay.
Peter's been asking about you for hours.
Kenny! Kenny, I didn't know you were in People magazine this week. I was flipping through, I saw your picture, first a hit record, then People magazine. Who'd ever think you'd be so successful? Marcia has been here all day long looking after your uncle. Don't you think a thank you or kind words in order? Do you have to be so distant?
Leave him alone, Mama.
I don't think it's too much to ask a man for a little civilized conversation, Marcia. It's not like we're asking for the moon here.
Thanks a lot. You really pissed him off.
I can't help it. My heart just breaks for you, Marcia.
Worry about your own heart.
I don't want to see your life turn out like mine.
Well, there's not much you can do about it, is there? You know what I say? I say fuck love. What's the point of being obsessed with another person? Or another person being obsessed with you? It's bullshit. Oh, Stephen's being transferred to Eureka. Fine with me. Maybe I'll take up motherhood.
Kenny's playing Patsy Cline again. I think that means he's depressed.
All I have to do is forget about it. Stephen gets his new job, you'll see. I'll forget about Kenny in a month. Eureka couldn't be as bad as Ronan.
I want him to go to college, but I don't know how we're ever going to be able to afford that.
If you just put away $20 a week and eventually put it into a money market, you'd be surprised at how much interest it would accrue in 17 or 18 years.
Oh, yeah, easy for you to say. You probably started with a nice little nest egg.
I didn't start investing until a few years ago. Before that, I just blew my money. Now, after 30 years of being on call day and night, all I've got to show for it are a few slides from Europe, a couple of thousand in stocks, and my cabin up the rattlesnake.
Did you deal with the tire?
I didn't get a chance to yet. I've been helping Peter.
No Irene yet?
Sick.
Ernie went to pick him up a half an hour ago.
Is Bill with her?
Yep.
Bill and Irene flying coach on Continental. I must be dying. You know, that's a good song. That crazy, oh,
crazy. I've been trying to write a song. I've been trying to get Kenny to help me. I call it the Wishing Man. It's about this guy wanted to be a songwriter, but he didn't have the talent. And then he wanted to be the anchor on a network news broadcast. But he couldn't enunciate, and he sweated like a pig. Have you ever noticed Tom Brokaw? Never sweats. Not even when he's on Letterman. Well, then this guy wants to get married, but of course he doesn't. Everything goes wrong. He ends up running a broken-down bar in Nashville.
Cut the crap, Peter. That bar you ran in Nashville was very successful.
Look, I never wanted to do that. It just happened because I couldn't do anything else.
So it just happened to you. Life just rolled over you. You just got old and sick, and instead of looking back and saying, well, hell, that was quite a life, you spend your final days writing a country ballad about how awful the whole thing was.
You sure are a prick, Gene.
Every life must end. It's natural.
Look, your life was great. You did what you wanted. But, Gene, it don't matter. Because when you get where I am, you're gonna be scared, too.
Fear of death is an instinct. Suppress it.
God damn it, I just don't want it to be over. Is that so hard to understand?
Well, Doc, if you could go back to live in any city you've ever been, where would it be?
Sevilla.
Where?
Seville. Spain?
Why?
The air is like a piece of ripe fruit. At night, the streets of the old quarter, Santa Cruz, are filled with people. You wander about aimlessly, wherever you like. You live with the people and become part of the city in a spiritual sense. And you end up believing in a collective consciousness. Kind of like that song that Kenny wrote a couple of years ago. Remember the one that Nina sang?
Yes.
So, where is Nina?
Oh, she's fine.
Well, what happened to her?
It's a long story.
Make it a short one.
After she left here, she went into New York and had an affair with Bill Tate. You knew that much, right?
Yeah, I heard something about that.
And she got pregnant. I guess for a while she thought Bill was pretty thrilled about having kids. And he was going to marry her, but I guess he didn't have the balls enough to leave my mother. So Nina did the only thing she thought she could do. She had an abortion.
Well, what about her career?
Not much better. She got a job out on Long Island as a singing waitress working for the mafia. Sad songs were her specialty, because who wants to listen to Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered all night long?
But you think she has talent?
I don't know. I guess so. It's hard to tell. I saw her in New Jersey once and went backstage, but she wouldn't see me. And she went on some bus and truck tour of Greece. We thought she was hitting the big time, but she was only in the chorus, and the biggest city they hit was Peoria. It's all I know. She writes, but her letters aren't really personal. They're so matter of fact. Then about a year ago, she started signing them, "Your Meadowlark." Pretty weird. By the way, she's back in town, you know?
In Missoula?
She's been staying down at the Thunderbirds. Been there 4 or 5 days. Won't return any of my calls. Marcia went to see her. Nina wouldn't even let her in the room. Steven says he sees her walking around town all the time.
Oh, I saw her coming out of Eastgate Liquor the other day. I talked to her for a while. I told her she should come up to Ronan and see the baby. She said she might.
She won't return my calls, and she won't let Marcia in the room. She sure as hell won't go up to Ronan.
She was smiling when she said it.
Her father and that bitch have completely disinherited her. Won't let her in the house. Won't even talk to her. Poor Nina. Her life is like a really bad country western song.
I loved her.
What?
I said I loved her. She was a charming girl.
Hey, here they come.
Oh boy, down her eat some.
Hi, everybody. Oh, my God. What a flight. Oh.
again, even in an emergency. We had to sit coach the whole way. I'm so stiff. How do you do, Gene?
Welcome home, Irene.
I was just saying to Irene, we're all grown older here in Montana, but she seems to get younger every time we see her. Younger in springtime, are you? Gary laughter, are you?
Oh, you idiot.
Peter, you look great. You look great. Goodness. Marcia.
You remember me
Yeah, married?
forever.
Your mother told me you don't hold a grudge. Here, this is for you.
Look, Kenny, Bill had your first CD framed.
It's very nice, thank you.
You know, you have a lot of big fans in the East. People always ask me what you like. For some reason, they think you're an invalid because you never make personal appearances.
How long are you going to be around, Bill?
Just a few days. I came to New York early next week. I'm doing a Dick Clark reunion. I'm planning to fish my limit before I leave, though.
Dad, can you lend me your pickup?
What for?
Stephen has a flat.
What the hell do you care?
I don't want to be a bother to anyone.
Just take the damn thing
Well, if it
and
weren't-
go.
If it weren't
Go.
for fate. Goodbye, Mother. I'm
If
sorry.
you're going, go.
I think I'll just hitch a ride with someone.
Anybody in the mood for a game of poker?
Oh, well. Now, Billy, you're pretty lucky. Maybe you could win back some of that money you spent on our plane tickets.
Well, I haven't played since Fabian opened for you in Vegas last year.
Say, Yancy, honey, get a lamp for this here table. We're gonna play some poker. Kenny, you want to play?
No, thanks. I don't feel like poker.
Okay. Say, who's gonna be banker? You do it, Gene. You're the only one who knows how to count.
Yeah.
Got it.
I want $5 worth of chips.
Okay.
That old song, I'm a rambler, I'm a gambler, I'm a long way from home.
Say, did I tell you that I'm nominated for Country Singer of the Year after all these years? Oh, boy. And Bill and I, we're nominated for Best Duet on our last album, right, honey? Woo! Oh, it's so exciting, I tell you. I'm up against a bunch of people, Reba McEntire included. Dolly's up again, of course. You'd think they'd get tired of her. I tell you, it's gonna be one hell of a horse race. Too bad they don't give awards for best dress. I'd win that one, hands down. Yancy, I'll have my usual.
How do you?
What's it gonna be, honey?
How about some 5-card stuff?
Yeah, all right. Ante up, everybody. Polly, I feel pretty lucky tonight. I hope you've got your winning breeches on.
I'm lucky.
6, big ace.
Woo!
6, a queen. 9,
Oh, my
and a
God.
7. Bill,
Ace, that's a quarter.
I'm in.
Me too.
Fold.
Kenny's playing Patsy Cline again. He must be depressed.
This new song isn't really doing that well.
All the reviews stunk.
Well, he's just gonna have to learn to live with those reviews.
My agent heard the Capitol's probably gonna drop him. His new stuff's just out and out weird. Well, if you don't stay in the top 40, you can't expect a contract.
Ace is still high, Bill.
50 cents.
Woo, Richie.
I'm out.
Well, Bill, looks like it's just you and me and Polly. Say, Peter, are you bored? He's asleep.
Our wishing man's asleep.
Hey, all right, there is an ace for me.
Ace queen is high. Your bet, Polly.
50 cents.
I'm in. Oh, man, if I lived in Montana, I'd never leave. All I do is fish.
In.
I believe in Kenny. He just won't set a definite goal. He makes an impression, and that's all.
Well, looky, Billy, another ace for you.
You must be very proud of his hit song, Irene.
Can you imagine? I haven't even heard it yet.
A pair of aces bet, Bill. By the way, I've got something to you.
50 cents. What?
That Meadowlark Kenny shot, remember? He asked me to get it stuffed for you.
I wanted you to stuff a Meadowlark? What the fuck for?
Kenny, would you turn down the music? It's spoiling my concentration.
I'll call.
I'm feeling kind of lucky. I think I'm going to win this game.
And I think you're bluffing.
I don't know, Polly. Billy's pretty lucky. About everything he turns his hand to comes up a winner.
Pair of aces?
Two pair, aces and eights.
Oh,
Dead man's hand. Well, everybody knows Wild Bill Hitchcock was holding aces and eights in his hand when he was shot in the back in Deadwood, South Dakota.
You guys hungry? I made some sandwiches.
Yeah.
All right.
yes, honey, let's play later, huh? I'm starving. Haven't eaten since this morning. Peter, you want a sandwich?
Back to this later.
Polly is still asleep. Throw that blanket on over.
tuck him in. Sure.
Say, Kenny, you want a sandwich?
Thanks, I'm not hungry.
Okay. Say, Polly, you ought to see that dress I'm having made. spangles on it weighs 500 pounds.
With you in it or out of it?
Geez, I want to see you dressed. I want to eat some ham.
To midnight, and I think of you far away. As the heavens weep, the city sleeps, I reach for you.
This sucks.
But your hand is not there.
That review was right. Postmodern dreck. Who's there? Nina? I had a feeling you'd show up tonight.
Are you alone?
Yeah, everyone's inside eating except Uncle Peter, and he's asleep.
I don't want to see anyone.
You don't have to.
Oh gosh, look at Peter. He's so sweet. How is he?
Not so good. He's gone downhill since you last saw him.
And you, how are you doing? You look good.
I'm all right.
I guess. I hear your song everywhere I go. Another month or so and I'll be on the elevators.
Perfect venue for that trash.
You're the only person in the world who complain about being on the top 40. You haven't changed at all. Have I?
God, yes. You look completely different. Changed your whole look. Why haven't you called me?
I was afraid you might hate me. I have these dreams where you don't even recognize me. I spent a lot of time just walking around town. And tonight, found myself walking along the rattlesnake near the park. And I found myself here.
Hey.
Okay. I haven't cried in 2 years. Tomorrow I have to go to Las Vegas. Play the cabaret at the MGM Grand. Those old men will try and get me in the back of their Cadillacs.
Don't go.
I have a contract.
Polly, pass me that ketchup.
God, I've got to get out of here.
Nina, wait. I've been through some stuff. I love you. I've loved you for a long time.
Kenny, we were so young, we hardly knew each other.
Nina, you are the love of my life. Please don't go. Or take me with you. Why? Where are you going?
Back to the motel. So he's here too. Remember when you shot that meadowlark? I was so shocked. Well, he did the same thing to me. He saw this innocent, beautiful little thing just hopping around on the lawn, and it bothered him that he couldn't do it. So he killed me. Only he didn't even bother to have me stuffed. When he left, I stopped believing in myself. And I sang badly. I didn't know what to do with my hands, how to stand on the stage. I forgot how to control my voice. It's horrible when you know you're no good. What was I talking about? Oh, my career. Well, I'm not like that now. Now I'm a real singer. When I sing, I'm intoxicated and I'm beautiful. Now I know what really matters isn't fame and glamour, those things I used to dream about. Knowing how to endure. I accept my life. I have faith. So, I don't suffer quite so much. When I sing, I'm not afraid of life.
You're on the right path. You know where you're going. I'm still dreaming. I have no faith and I don't know what I want to do.
So, she brought him with her. Well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore.
Crazy for feeling so lonely. Crazy. Crazy for feeling so blue. I know you'd love me as long as you wanted. Then someday you leave me for somebody new. Worry. Why should I let myself worry? Wondering what in the world did I do? Oh, crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. Crazy for trying. Crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you.
I'm sorry I couldn't sing your songs. I'm sorry I couldn't love you.
No, that wasn't Patsy Cline. That was somebody really singing.
Polly, I'll bet you $1 and call you that that was Patsy Cline on Kenny's tape recorder.
I can't believe you don't remember the Meadowlark, Bill. It was right after Kenny shot himself and fell off the roof. It seemed to be important to you at the time.
My mind's a blank, Ernie, but let me pay you for the taxidermy.
Yancy, I left my drink in there somewhere.
Hey, Yancy, bring me a cup of coffee, too, would you?
Say, Marcia, your deal.
My God, what was that?
What the hell was that?
Well, probably your goddamn dandelion wine exploding in the garage like it does every year, Peter.
No, it came from the street. I'll go see.
My God, that was frightening. Everything went dark all of a sudden. Jesus Christ, Peter, you'd think you'd had that dandelion wine figured out by now.
No, it's okay. Just some car backfiring, I guess.
Oh, thank God. God, I thought it reminded me of that time.
Say, Bill, could you come here a second? Why don't you take Irene down to the Silver Dollar for a drink? As it turns out, Kenny shot himself again.
Seems to me some fine things have been laid upon the table, but you only want the ones that you can't get, that you can't get.